everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my April wrap-up and my May TBR. So for this month I technically read 5 books, but I'm actually going to be counting 6 of them in this month because I did finish a book on May 1st, but it was really only like the last 30 pages, so I read most of it in April, and I just don't feel right putting it into my May wrap-up, so we're just going to be putting it into my April wrap-up, so that's just like a little disclaimer. So the first book that I finished in April was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and I'm so glad that I finally read this book. I only gave it about like a 3 stars, I believe like 3.5, 3 stars, I don't remember. But it was mostly because I just didn't feel like I loved it as much as I loved her other books, but I still really enjoyed it, and I definitely love just the story in general. It just was the plot was a little lacking, and I don't know, there's just something that is missing from it. But I totally get it because it is kind of like her first book that she published, and it's, you know, kind of early work, and it's pretty good. I liked it. One of the next books I read was Hamlet, and I absolutely love this play so much. As you guys know, made a whole video about it, and yeah, there's really not much to say about this play because I've said it mostly in my video, so I can just link that down below. But I finished it. It was amazing. I will read it again sometime very soon. The next book I read in April was Restore Me by Tejada Mafi, and I absolutely loved this book so much. It was amazing. I think I gave it 5 stars, and I absolutely loved it. I was a little apprehensive in the first 2 chapters, but I ended up really liking it. I love the dual perspective. I think that Tejada did a really good job on that. I feel like a lot of authors can do kind of like a shaky job at dual perspectives, especially when it's like a boy character and a girl character. I'm looking at Allegiant, but the way that she did dual perspectives was so well done. It was definitely very much Juliet's voice and then very much Warner's voice. You never really confuse the two, and I just thought that was really amazing, and I absolutely love this book. So good. Also in the month of April, I read 2 poetry books. One of them was Love and You by Gretchen Gomez, and the other one was Soft in the Middle by Shelby Eileen, and I absolutely loved both of those poetry books. They were both so amazing, and I actually really loved Soft in the Middle. I really connected with that poetry collection, and I absolutely loved it. I'm not much of a poetry reader, so I can't really be super critical on the poetry, but I absolutely loved it. I would definitely read those both again sometime soon, and if you guys have any recommendations for poetry collections, I would love to take them. I definitely need to read Amanda Lovelace's poetry collections. I haven't done that yet, and yeah, so leave some down below for me to check out. And then the very last book that I read in April was Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, and I actually liked this one a lot more than the first one. And look at this cover. I don't know why, but I just absolutely love this color. The seafoam green is just so pretty. And I really liked it. It took me forever to actually finish this book. I think it took me like 2 weeks. And I really liked it. I mean, these books go really fast for me. They're just such fast reads. And so I don't know why this was taking me so long. I think I was just needing to take a break from reading for a little bit. But these ones, I can just sit down and read 100 pages in no time at all. It's just so weird. But anyway, I actually really enjoyed this book. We got to see Nikolai in this book, and I absolutely love him. He is my new favorite character of all time. I just want to read about Nikolai forever, and I'm so excited about his new book. I think it's King of Scars? I think that's what it's called. I keep forgetting what it's called. So if that's not the title, then I will put it up somewhere around here. But I will also show the cover because that's actually pretty cool. I'm not a huge gold person, but I think it's actually really awesome. So yeah, I definitely was super excited to have this book and to finish it. Alright, on to my May TBR. So the first book that I'm going to be reading in May, and the one I'm actually reading currently, is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I am so determined to finish this series. I am about currently 60 pages into this, and I'm really liking it. I hope that it's going to be a really good ending to this trilogy. I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens to Alina, and yeah, I'm really excited about this book. Going on with the trend of finishing up series that I've started, I want to read Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. This is book 2 in the Falling Kingdoms trilogy. I am currently at page 68 in this book, and I definitely need to finish it. I have the third book in this series as well, so I definitely want to finish the series sometime this year. I started it last year. I want to finish it. And yeah, I'm actually really liking this book compared to the first one. There are definitely a lot of characters that I'm really intrigued by, and I just want to see what happens to them. It's kind of hard to talk about these second and third books because it's like, what can you say without spoiling everything? But I'm really excited about this one. The first book, I think I gave about 3 stars. I wasn't super into it, but I was definitely intrigued, obviously, so I definitely want to continue on with the series. The next 2 books on my May TBR are 2 books that I actually had on last month's TBR, but I didn't get to because it was taking me forever to read Siege and Storm. So the first book is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallero. I definitely want to finish this book this month, and I want to continue on with this series. I am super excited about it. I think I'm going to enjoy it. And yeah, I'm just really excited to read this. As I said in last month's, this is kind of a retelling of Sherlock Holmes, and just with, I think it's like their descendants, I'm pretty sure, so a mystery. I'm really excited to read this, and I think I'm going to like it. The next book is Ruined by Amy Tintera, and this is another book I'm super excited about. This was also on my April TBR that I just didn't get to, and the reason that I want to read this, I've had this on my shelf for like maybe a year now, and I didn't really know that Amy Tintera was Latinx, and I didn't know that this was a Latinx story. And so when I found that out, I was like so excited, and I was also like, how did I not know this? How come no one told me? So I'm really excited. It's kind of short, and I've just been in such a fantasy kick lately that I just want to keep reading fantasy, even though it's like spring and I should be reading contemporary. But I'm in such a fantasy kick right now. I don't know why. And the very last book that I want to read in May is The Reluctant Heiress by Eva I. Botson. I have quite a few of her books, and I really love them. I read A Countess Below Stairs, I think that's by her, yeah. A Countess Below Stairs, and this is another one of her books. And I've just been really into wanting to read historical fiction ever since I started Downton Abbey. And this is kind of set in the same sort of era, like 1920s-ish. And I just thought it'd be super interesting. I'm actually 60 pages into this book, and I absolutely love it so far. It's definitely a very fast read. Like, the font is pretty big, and there's not a lot of words on the page. I don't think you guys can see that. You guys can't see that. That is useless. But I've just been really into historical fiction lately, like real historical fiction with no magic, no nothing. So if you guys have any recommendations for historical fiction, leave them down below. They can have romance in them, but I don't want them to be a romance book per se, you know, keep it YA. I don't really want any new adult or adult. But if you guys have any young adult historical fiction recommendations, then let me know, and I will definitely check them out. Alright, so that was my entire video, my April wrap-up, my May TBR, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. I don't know how it happened that I just like recently hit 900, and now I'm at like 950 something, I don't know, but it just means so much to me, and I'm just so excited to possibly hit 1,000 subscribers at some point in the near future, hopefully. But I'm just really excited. I'm just so excited, and I just owe everything to you guys, and I thank you guys so much, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!